Today's video is about Thera Band. For beginners, what is a Thera Band? How do you use it for simple Pilates inspired exercises? I've chosen two types of Thera Band. The first one is this, about medium strength, and you can see, well, the camera is not enough to fit it in. It's really quite long. And here you have the short ones, which, is about shoulder distance apart. So I've chosen both medium and medium intensity. So I'm going to explain to you what it is and how we can use it to help us either strengthen a certain muscle or release a certain muscle. So here are both the long and the short Thera Bands. The long one I folded into half. You can imagine that is 2 times the length of this, and the short one. They're both medium intensity, just to give you an idea on how long it's long or how short is short. I'm going to start with this long Thera Band to show you the exercise for shoulders. Now, do get one for yourself if you can. It's very affordable, and I think you can find it in most places quite easily. So first, you're going to point out your thumbs. You can take a look closely. The thumbs are sticking out like this, and you're going to drape the Thera Band over your thumbs. Okay, and from here, now we're going to have it wider than shoulder distance apart. And then you're just going to circle inward and out. And this is where the Thera Band will end up, around the base of your fingers. As you can see. And now it is a little bit narrower than shoulder distance apart. And this is the distance we want to work with because we will be stretching the band. Now from here, do a little bit of adjustment. Just make sure that the band is not pulling on your fingers. We don't want that, okay? We want it at the base of the fingers, but if possible, slightly lower than your knuckles here. Because as you start to pull, it will get a little bit higher. So to start with, base of the fingers are slightly lower than knuckles. So it will end up looking like that. Okay, so it is slightly narrower than shoulder width apart, and you are going to use both arm strength equally to pull the band apart, engaging your underarm muscles here, which is primarily our serratus anterior and posterior. Just check to see if you are stretching both sides equally. Now your elbows need to be fairly straight. You don't have to hyperextend it, but try not to bend it too much because we do want the connection all the way through our arm, through our underarm, and the shoulder muscles behind. A few more times here. Of course, you can do more if you like, or if you start to feel sore, take a break. I'm going to end in 4, 3, 2, and 1, and bring it down. Take it a little bit higher, slightly diagonal up here, which is around a little bit higher than your chin, but not higher than your nose, if that makes sense. Okay, let's try exactly the same thing. Stretch it apart and bring it back. Stretch it apart and bring it back. You might feel that there is this muscle here, kind of like pulling down when you do that. Okay, now if you don't, it doesn't matter. But let's try to give our awareness to the area, and let's try to feel any sensation or anything it is telling us. We want to feel the muscles activated there, which is your serratus anterior, that goes from here to our ribs in front. Okay, the muscle is very important to help us stabilize our shoulders. So it's got this effect of pulling us down as we do shoulder exercises or bring our arms up. So that is one thing that we wanted activated. Okay, back to the exercise. Stretch it apart and back. Stretch it apart and see if you feel the muscle working. How did that go? You can let me know in the comments below about what you feel, how you feel, if you feel it at all. I hope you do, but if you don't, chances are, and I'm assuming, and this is true, my observation and understanding from working with a variety of clients is that if you have a more forward roll shoulders, okay, it's probably harder to connect to this muscle here. So if you have a posture or an upper back that is fairly open, then chances are this has been working. So you would be able to feel it more. So in the case of a forward roll shoulders here, it doesn't matter if you don't feel it the first time. Keep trying a little bit every day with a Thera Band that if you haven't already owned, you're going to purchase one real soon. A little bit every day, just 5 to 10 minutes. Try it for a couple of months and see how it goes. This video is about what is a Thera Band and what you can do with it. So I'm going to just stop here for this particular exercise with the long Thera Band, just to show you what we can do with it. If you're interested to know more about what to do with Thera Band, what are the Thera Band exercises, or particularly for serratus anterior, stay tuned to my up and coming videos, which means like and subscribe. Okay, now back to the exercises. Let's look at the short one. Okay, now you can say that the short one has almost the same function as the long one, and you do the similar exercises using the short Thera Band as well as the long Thera Band. Yes, but personally, I like to use it for a slightly different reason. For reasons when I want more pull, I will use this shorter Thera Band. I'll show you. So stand in a comfortable distance, hip width apart or sit bones apart. You're just going to hold the short band here. Look, my fingers are pointing in towards me, okay? So don't do this, but this, fingers pointing in, and you're going to hold it, okay? And have your elbows pointing to the sides, both sides here. So don't drop your elbow and don't do this either. Okay, your shoulders shouldn't be shrugging, shoulders relaxed and down. Elbows pointing comfortably to both ends here, and your fingers pointing into yourself. You're going to start to pull. This is the difference. This is why I prefer to use the shorter Thera Band for more pulling function exercises instead of the long ones, okay? Now, if you look at it from the side, my elbows are not dropping. Yes, I'm working the same muscles. I'm working the serratus anterior, but there is more going on here. I feel my upper back spreading both sides here, as if my shoulder blades are being widened to both my left and the right side. So let me show it to you from the back. I don't think you can see my scapula widening, but the feeling is it is. Okay, again, elbow is not dropping. Now, Some of us might start to feel a little bit sore here. It's okay, just as long as you are also feeling connected in your upper back. If you feel only the front and not the back, maybe just rest for a bit. Okay, bring your arms down. Just recompose by descending your shoulders down. And we're going to try again here. Now don't grip it too tight. And make sure, again, it's around the base of your fingers, which is around your knuckles, and don't let it pull your fingers. Gently just use the expansion of your upper back behind to pull this. You can do this as many times as you like. And down. The purpose of this video is to give a little orientation to people who are not familiar with Pilates small props, particularly in this case is the Thera Bands. And just to let you know, it can help us a lot in everyday simple exercises every day. So I urge you to get some, because what I'm going to do in the coming videos is I'll have short videos to show you different types of exercises you can do at home using these wonderful bands. So I suggest, if you're interested to buy one, buy medium strength. Don't buy too light, because you're going to grow out of it real soon. Unless, of course, if you have injury or specific reasons, then yes, buy the light and the medium one. Because remember, you will always graduate to something better, which is working with greater strength. That is the medium intensity. No need to buy heavy intensity for now, if I were you, because we're going to be working with medium intensity for a while. In fact, I've been doing this for a long time and I'm still using medium intensity. There are many different exercises that we can do to motivate and to challenge ourselves with medium intensity strength. That is all I have for this time. A really short video and orientation to Thera Band and simple exercise to demonstrate what you can do with it. Stay tuned to my other videos on what you can do with Thera Band and exercises that you do at home. So hope to see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. If you are watching up to this point, I appreciate your viewership, your participation. Do check out my other videos, like, subscribe, and see you in the next one.